Hello, this is BlueStar, Defender of Equestria, and this is my next Comrack video. This time, episode 10 of Season 4, because I've decided to not look up the episode titles before the episode starts, so, oh dear. Yes, I hate spoilers, so I want to, as I was saying, you only get to watch a show once, so I tend to make this one count and everything like that, so please don't tell me about future episode titles and stuff like that. Oh dear, oh. I must admit that, do have, I mean, normal, oh dear, it's like I was going through my YouTube videos and, my subscriptions anyway, but BlueStarBrony is apparently he might be shutting down his YouTube channel, so, ooh, that's rough, I must admit, so go over and check out his channel and leave a comment or something like that, and hopefully, you know, hopefully give him some support or something like that, because I do feel bad for him. I mean, oh my gosh, I wouldn't. I've never been in his position, and I don't know what I would do if I was in his position. So, ooh. But in the off chance you see this, BlueStarBrony, I wish the best for you, and I hope that you could sort this out. And I'm very proud of you for not wanting to simply, you know, live off other people's generosity. Like, unfortunately, we know that some people do, and sadly, it's not their generosity they're feeding off of, if you know what I mean. But anyway. I mean, I didn't really want to start this video this way, but at the same time, it's like, I mean, it's definitely rough what poor BlueStarBrony is going through, and I hope that eventually he wins this fight once and for all and stuff like that. So anyway, on a more positive note, you know, the next episode will be starting soon, so yes. Yes, must have been, I was very hard on the last episode, Picky Apple Pie, because yes, I was sleep deprived, and I thought the song was really quite silly and everything like that. You know, it's like they're all dancing around like this while they're walking along and stuff. It reminds me of watching a show for 6-year-old little girls and stuff like that. So, I mean, no, the song is actually pretty good and everything is good about it. And yeah, I think overall it was a really good episode. I mean, yeah, in a classic My Little Pony way, it's like even the fighting, even when families fight, you know, I like this. It's, you know, things are still nice in a way. So, anyway, the next episode's about to start soon, so yo-ho. Alright. Alright, I'm just waiting for the right moment. Okay, here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1, start!
Change the destiny of Ponyville forever. My Little Pony, Friendship
Slightly
is
altered promo, it looks like.
Coming up next, right here, only on the Hub Network.
I'm gonna do that before the next commercial break happens and stuff like that. Probably, okay. Oh, here's this. I remember that shot!
Alright, ponies, listen up! All ears, right, bulge biceps?
Yes, sir, Lieutenant, sir!
I'm all muscles!
He's creepy.
I like your attitude, bulk biceps, but it's gonna take more than muscles and yes to get us to the Equestria Games. We are the aerial relay team, and it's up to the three of us to make sure that we qualify at the tryout.
Yes, sir!
And do I need to remind you how much I mean, Ponyville wants to qualify and make it to the games?
Nice catch.
I remember. I really want to qualify for you and Ponyville.
Yes!
Bring it on!
Give me a P4, Ponyville!
What are you doing here? Ow.
Oh, thanks, Pinkie Pie. That was a great cheer. Just make sure you have one ready for when we qualify for the aerial relay.
Yes!
And after that, for when we win gold medals at the Equestrian Games!
Not so
He's still
fast.
creepy.
If you're gonna be good, you're gonna be better with some of my apple brown betties in you. They're perfect.
What are they?
He is for perfect! Alright, team. Show me what you got. Put some bend into those knees. Flap those wings. And I want to see all 4 hooves off the ground in the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, that was sneaky. He just keeps getting creepier. He could just
Don't
intimidate.
forget to breathe while you're up there.
Yeah, that would be helpful. He's going down. Oh, run! Oh dear. It's.
P is for, pain.
I. Oh man, that was weird. Wait, isn't his name Snowflake? I don't remember if that's a I don't remember. Oh dear. I might actually have to consult this book!
Big adventure, tons of fun. A beautiful heart, faithful and strong. Sharing kindness, an easy feat. And
Way to go, Twilight. Luna must be really tired having to stay up all night and all day. Oh. Yes, I knew the Equestria Games was going to be coming back. I mean, I'm surprised that so many people are like, oh, they're not going to do anything with the Equestria Games. Of course they are. MLP is not one of these people who set up something and then don't follow through with it. And also, I have a funny feeling the Equestria Games will probably air at about the same time as the Olympic Games are coming on. Classic marketing strategy there. It's like, what better thing to do? What better time to air an episode about, a spin-off or whatever of the Olympic Games than during the Olympic Games? All right. Yes, I really like Drill Sergeant Rainbow Dash. It's like, yes, sir, Lieutenant, sir. We will not fail you, sir. I like that. She's cool. I must admit, I've had this alternate, destiny for Rainbow Dash that if being a Wonder Bolt doesn't work out, she could always join the Royal Guard and be like a drill sergeant and stuff like that. We go like in Hurricane Fluttershy, she goes into drill sergeant mode again, and she's like definitely like it's definitely like, yes, we will go charging up the hill, sir. Let's do this. That's definitely the thing that when she goes into that, that's definitely the feeling that she invokes in a lot of ponies and stuff like that. And I think that's cool. I like that. I think when she was wearing the armor in the Crystal Empire, that armor really suits her. So I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think that's likely, but that's still kind of cool nonetheless. But yeah, I mean that's cool. So they have to call. The other thing is here is Fluttershy. You're gonna ask Fluttershy of all people to be on your team? Wow. That's in a way kind of, I mean, A, she's not really athletic, and B, she's Fluttershy. She's shy. She'll probably crack under the pressure. This is what Hurricane Fluttershy was all about. The good news is she overcame that and she succeeded there, so that's cool. That's cool. I'm glad she did that, and that's cool. But yeah, I mean, this is cool. Oh yes, by the way, I should have discussed this at the beginning. I mean, yes, for those who are new to this format and everything, it's like, these are basically the commercials, because I'm doing this in a quote-unquote live format, and that the show's on right now, and I'm watching it as it's airing and stuff like that, because well, this is in a way the way I want to watch the show. I want to watch the show as soon as I can, and then I want to be a true blind reaction video, so oh good, they finally updated the thing anyway. But anyway, back to the episodes. Here we go. Oh good, my headphones are still working. For a minute I thought they weren't. Oh darn, I missed the episode title.
Good luck, Rainbow Dash.
Ooh.
Sorry we couldn't fly with you on the aerial relay, but the air sprinters needed us too.
Yes!
Too bad we can only compete in one event.
Corey Powell.
But rules are rules.
Bummer. Rules are rules. Right attitude.
It's nice of you to be part of the team that doesn't have, the strongest flyers.
Ouch.
Nothing nice about it.
That was charitable.
I know that I can pick up the slack for any pony. With me on the team, we'll qualify.
Uh-oh.
I'm sure of it.
I sense
Ponyville
problems.
is very lucky to have you. Yeah, I'm pretty awesome.
Uh-oh. It's old Rainbow Dash again.
I am so proud to be representing Ponyville.
If she survives the train trip after being crushed.
It's such an honor to even try out for the games. I just hope I don't let any pony down.
We'll make them proud.
Yes, proud! We're gonna be the best fans any pony has ever seen! Ooh, can't wait to see what every pony else is wearing.
Anybody else hiding back there?
No, I am absolutely sure they won't be better than the Ponyville uniforms I'm designing for the Equestria Games.
And we will make it to the games once every pony carbo loads on my apple brown bench.
I can't wait!
Ooh. Pretty. End of the line, literally. Very rainbowy, very nice. Stretch. Ooh, Griffins. Yikes. That's what I call flexibility.
That's Rainbow Dash. She's an awesome flyer.
I heard that she's flying the last third of the relay, which means every pony else is gonna have to be way ahead to beat her.
What was that?
Oh, the Wonderbolt.
Yes!
I hear they're flying for Cloudsdale. Then Cloudsdale will definitely qualify. They're the best flyers ever.
Isn't that a little unfair?
And the game is on.
Huh, nice to see there's some real competition here.
2 more days of practice, then we'll see you in the air, Rainbow
She
Dash.
speaks.
If you're lucky. The Wonderbolts know a winner when they see one. And we'll be winners just as soon as we practice. Right, team? Right.
Yes, sir!
Yeah!
Pinky.
And, I'm with her. Hooray! Give us some clouds! Give us some tails! And what do you get? Cloud Where can I get pom-poms like those?
Now, Pinky. Remember whose side you're on.
To remind you of what our goal is here,
Maybe?
we want to qualify.
Maybe?
We need to be one of the first 4 teams to cross the finish line. Bump Biceps, you're the first flyer, so let me see you flap it.
Oh, what? This happened? Hey! Ooh!
What the-
Easy!
Sorry. Got the idea from them, but... Touchdown, takes up!
That's impressive.
Looks like they got better aim.
Okay, the passing of the baton needs to be seamless.
You shouldn't miss a wing beat or drop a hair in altitude. And whatever you do, don't let go of it.
Don't.
Are you really, really, really sure you're ready? I mean, I don't want to take it if you're not super sure.
Ready!
My gosh. See, that wasn't so bad. Oh. Sheesh.
Ponyville can do so much better. I'll be back with a freshly painted one.
Hey, wait, get back here!
We weren't using that!
Yeah, we need that!
It's not like any pony else has color-coordinated horseshoes or anything. I guess some ponies do.
Some ponies do what?
Have a better chance of qualifying and going to the Equestria Games than others.
Oh dear, poor Rainbow Dash. It'll be okay. What are they wearing?
Watch and learn. The Cloudsdales are Wonderbolts, and Wonderbolts are the best flyers there are.
Yeah, this seems a little
And my
unfair.
personal heroes. So maybe you can learn something. Please learn something.
Come on, Soren! Pick up the pace! You can do better than that! I sure hope so. Practice! Practice! Yay!
Watch where you're going!
Whoa!
Oh no, he's going down! Oh no! They took out another cameraman. Oh man, it's dangerous being a cameraman on this show. Oh dear. They're doing that a lot, you know. It's like in the last episode they you know, they had the apples went over the waterfall and they were falling to their doom and stuff like that, and then they cut the commercial. I hate when they do that sometimes. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Yes, interesting. It does seem a little unfair to be honest, but yeah, the Wonderbolts are literally the best flyers in Equestria. That doesn't seem fair to me. It's like it'd be like having like some sort of like piloting competition and then having the Blue Angels competing against the Blue Angels. That's not fair. They're literally the best people there are around, so well, whatever. But yeah, I mean so whatever. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. Rainbow Dash is going into meltdown mode again. Well, not quite meltdown mode. I have a feeling she will by the end of this episode, but this is interesting. I almost want to consult this book and see if that guy's name is really that. I thought his name was Snowflake. You know what? Just for the heck of it, I'll just take a look at this. So yeah, I mean, it's interesting that he gets lines at all, which, you know, normally he doesn't get. He just simply doesn't get lines. Oh, it just says it just simply refers to him as a muscle pony. I don't know why I'm showing this to you because you can't. I doubt you'll be able to read that. So, oh dear. So yes. Oh yes. By the way, this is the Elements of Harmony of the official guidebook. And yes, I've gotten a lot of comments like, "What is that book?" It's like, well, I got it off of Amazon and stuff like that, and it's has all the episodes from seasons 1 through 3, and stuff like that. I've actually did a separate review on it. It's okay. I mean, it's sort of, I think now it's about $10, so it's really not so. It's like if you're a fan of the show, you'll probably like it. I mean, it's basically the episode summaries, but I find it quite useful. As I said, just consult. And it's a little consulting of information and like, oh, what happened to this episode? I kind of remember and stuff like that, or how is that spelled? But anyway, back to this episode. That I'm also using it as a marker for my camera and stuff like that. But anyway, we're back, so yo-ho. Oh no, Soren's gonna die. Do something!
Gotcha!
Yes! He lives! His wing's messed up though. Oh, so that's...
Awesome! As good as any Wonderbolt. Oh, Rainbow Dash, I'm just so proud of you. You scooped Soren out of the sky and brought him down to the ground, and now he's okay. At least, I hope he's okay. Are you okay?
Well, my wing hurts,
Oh no.
but I'm sure it'll be okay by the competition.
No, wrong attitude. Bummer. Is that the ambulance?
You're the best, Rainbow Dash.
Aww.
It was nothing. But if you feel like talking about how great I am, don't let me stop you.
Oh, come on, Rainbow Dash.
Rainbow Dash!
Yikes.
Rainbow Dash actually starts with an R.
What?
Never mind!
What?
Tough break to lose a teammate right before the tryouts.
Uh-oh. I sense a conflict.
You know, you grew up in Cloudsdale. So that means you could fly with us. Fly?
Commenting
we
on
mean
this.
practice. You could practice with us until Soren's better. What do you say?
No, say no.
Want to be our third?
No.
I don't know.
Don't give in to the dark side.
My team really needs me to be at my best in order to qualify. Don't want to be too worn out by the time the race comes around. We put you through some pretty intense workouts at the Wonderbolt Academy, and you handled those just fine. I did kick some major tail at the academy.
Yeah.
But I don't know how my teammates will feel about me practicing with the competition.
Yeah, that would be bad.
Who says they need to know? Think about it, Rainbow Dash.
No.
This is your chance to fly with the winners.
Come on. No. Don't give in to the dark side.
All right, I'll do it.
Darn it.
Wise decision, Rainbow Dash.
No. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Oh man, that's kind of evil. Nice.
Awesome! Winnie! He's winning! Fly on!
Come on, Twilight. See what's going on.
Come on, Bulk Biceps! You can do it!
Bummer. Uh-oh.
And I'm ready to take the horseshoe, if you want me to.
This isn't gonna end well. Bye. Bye. Ow. You crushed Fluttershy. Bummer. It's like, oh my gosh. Okay, it's an odd way of helping your team. Ow. Poor Fluttershy.
You, keep doing your wing-ups. I'm just gonna go get some, water.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. Okay. Up. Yes! Hoppin'. Oh, thanks. I'm full. I'm sorry, he's just creepy. What? It doesn't make sense for her to train with them. It's like you're supposed to train with the people you're actually going to perform with. No, whatever. Ooh. Pretty. What the heck?
Too much?
Too much? Yeah. Well, he doesn't seem bothered by that, so that's cool. Why did she do that?
It's not easy practicing with two teams, is it?
Busted!
You know? Does any pony else? No, they're too busy practicing to wonder why you keep disappearing.
Oh dear.
Well, I've seen the other teams practicing and we're still gonna qualify. I can fly fast enough to make up the distance.
Are you
It
sure?
just seems like one of the teams you're practicing with needs a little more help than the other.
Yeah, we think so.
But it's so much more fun working out with the winners than, the non-winners.
Ouch.
Besides, Ponyville will still qualify. Rainbow Dash, you got a minute?
Uh-oh.
Sure.
I sense major conflict coming.
You could really be an asset to our team. So, we want you to join the Cloudsdale team. Permanently.
That wasn't difficult to predict.
It looks like Sarn's wing won't heal in time for the trial.
Bummer.
We want you to fly with us.
No.
Of course, this means you won't be able to fly for Ponyville. But, let's face it, even with you on their team, their chances of qualifying for the games are pretty slim.
Ow. What was that?
So, what's it gonna be?
Oh.
Well,
Take some time to think about it.
Uh-oh.
They want me to fly with them! It's like a dream come true!
Uh-oh.
If you fly for Cloudsdale, Pinkie Pie won't have any pony to cheer for.
Aw.
Rarity's uniforms will never be seen, and Applejack will have slaved over those apple brown Betties for nothing.
Oh.
But I really want to fly with the best team! What would you do? I think this is a decision you have to make on your own. The race is tomorrow, so you better make it soon.
Oh dear. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Wow, well that was... Ooh, this is a good one. This is a good one. I like this one. It's like... Rainbow Dash has faced this choice before in the very first... in the very first episode of My Little Pony. Actually, it was just the second part of Friendship is Magic and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, I mean, it's, like when they put on the shades, they look an awful lot like the Shadow Bolts. They're clearly trying to be the you know, like it's trying to be like a reference back to the Shadow Bolts who were trying to tempt Rainbow Dash by joining the best team ever and basically abandoning her friends. And of course, in that episode, she decided to not do that. She decided, you know, her friends are more important and stuff than her own heart's desire. It's like, and in a way, Rainbow Dash is facing that choice again. It'll be interesting. I mean, again, it wasn't difficult to predict that. It's like, yeah, that's cool. I must admit, again, I like Twilight in this case. Twilight, again, as I've said, is becoming more like Celestia, which I know some people don't like, but I like but the thing is that the thing that you know, Twilight is, all that Twilight's done has basically she's in a way made Rainbow Dash aware of the consequences of what would it mean for Rainbow Dash to basically join the Wonderbolt team or the whatever, to join them and basically abandon her friends. That it'll be, you know, obviously it'll just be bad for her friends, and she obviously doesn't want to do that, but you know, but she also wants to fly with the best team and stuff, and this is part of her, you know, this is part of her dream to fly with the Wonderbolts, essentially. I mean, they're technically not the Wonderbolts in this case. I mean, they're basically just a team for Cloudsdale. But yeah, I mean, that's interesting. I mean, most interesting. I mean, in theory, it could go either way. I mean, she could go either way or something like that. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, this is good. I mean, in at times like this, Rainbow Dash goes back to, in a way, what a quote unquote season 1 Rainbow Dash, where, let's face it, Rainbow Dash was very selfish and quote unquote arrogant and bad things and stuff in season 1. And but the trouble is when they do that, they go all the way back, and it's like she's unlearned everything that she's learned and stuff like that. A lot of her big stories and lessons are about her, in a way, overcoming that, of not being so selfish and arrogant and stuff. And I'm sorry for saying that, but it is true. I mean, I love Rainbow Dash. I think she's a great character, and this is why I like her, because she has this struggle. I mean, because you just don't flip a switch and all of a sudden those things go away. They don't go away. You know, it's like, you know, just like with Twilight, you know, fear and anxiety, she will always struggle with that. But the thing is, not she can deal with it. She can cope with it and stuff like that, you know. But that struggle doesn't go away, and that's what I like about that. Rainbow Dash will always have the struggle, but she will prevail, as I'm sure she will. So.
Whoa, it's me!
Woe is me! Rainbow Dash has been injured.
What's happened?
Horrifically, I might add.
I've hurt my hoof.
Your hoof? Wait, who are you?
All of
Oh, that was
them?
Pinkie Pie.
I tripped on a foam hoof and landed
A
on
what?
a pokey stick.
Oh,
What?
if I get my hooves on that monkey it'll be in big trouble!
Oh dear.
There is no way I can fly now.
Interesting.
Would it be better by tryouts?
I would say no.
I'll
Ow!
be lucky if I ever fly again.
Poor Rainbow Dash. Yeah, Twilight's not convinced.
Need a little rest.
Oh, don't worry, Rainbow Dash. We'll take care of you, or at least some pony will, like a medic or a doctor. or
Uh-oh,
a nurse.
busted.
So, the medic pony isn't sure what's wrong with you.
Everything, absolutely everything. This'll cure everything that ails you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I couldn't have done that on my own.
What'd you
Nothing
say?
says get better like a little medical pizzazz. Silk slings and a glitter bandage.
That might help.
Rainbow Dash is a really bad actor.
And how is our patient
Yeah,
doing?
actress. Bummer.
I've been better.
We just wanted to let you know that we're so sorry you're hurt. But
Aw.
you shouldn't worry a bit about not being able to be in the trial.
That was nice.
We'll be all right. We even have a replacement.
Who's that? It's Derpy! And her eyes aren't fixed.
So sorry that you can't compete. We all know how much you love to fly, and we promise
Cross our hearts!
that if we qualify and make it to the Equestria Games and all win gold medals, you can have ours, because we know how much a gold medal means to you. Thanks.
That was nice.
I think Rainbow Dash might need to rest some more.
I love this. Twilight so gets what's going
You
on.
know, choosing not to choose isn't really a decision.
Interesting. Probably commenting on that later.
You sure have nice friends. No pony's been by to visit me.
Aww.
They're too busy practicing, I guess.
Bummer.
Well, hopefully your wing will be better soon.
Oh, it's fine. I'm just keeping it warm in case my team wants me back.
What do you mean wants you back? Spitfire and Fleetfoot told me that you were still too injured to fly.
And they told me that they were worried I wouldn't be 100% by the tryouts. So they were going with some pony else.
Uh-oh.
That some pony else was me. Until, until
Uh-oh.
I got hurt, that is.
So, I guess we're all out of luck. Cloudsdale won't qualify without 3 flyers, and Ponyville won't qualify without you. Too bad.
Who knows? Maybe Derpy can fly really well. Actually, no, she can't. The Tree of Harmony's at work once again.
Replacement. I don't think we're gonna qualify. No offense. What am I gonna do with all these now?
What were you gonna do with them before?
That's a good question.
Maybe my Equestria Games uniforms will still be in style next year. I
Uh,
mean, I am in fashion forward.
hey!
Is that Rainbow Dash walking?
You know, you might just take off the bandages. Uh-oh.
Does this mean you're feeling better?
I feel great because I was never hurt in the first place.
Oh dear.
I faked my injury so that I wouldn't have to choose between flying for Ponyville or Cloudsdale. I wanted to fly with you both, and the decision was too hard.
Oh, Rainbow Dash, you don't have to choose us. I know you love to win, and you should go with the team that surely will.
I know now who I should have been loyal to.
Good choice. Always stick with the winners.
Wrong.
Ponyville. Because it's not just where I live, but it's where my friends are. Ponies who really care about me. Whether I can help them win a race or not.
Yes, right attitude.
Are you sure that's the right decision?
You lied to me about Soren's wing just so you could get a better flyer.
Oh
You may
dear.
be a winning team, but you're still not the kind of team I want to be a part of.
Ooh.
Rainbow Dash, you are something. Saw it at the academy. Seeing it again here. We could learn a lot from a competitor like you.
Yes!
Think we already have. Ready to fly?
Really?
Never should have lied and tried to replace it to begin with.
Go, Cloudsville!
Yes!
Come on, Ponyville Relay Team. We've got a race to get ready for.
Yes, sir, Lieutenant, sir!
Come on, Ponyville! You can do it!
Hey, whose side are you on? Ooh. Uh-oh. Come on, faster, faster! Oh my gosh. Ooh, nice recovery. Oh dear. Oh no. Zoom!
Qualify Ponyville! Qualify Ponyville!
Whose side are they on? Uh-oh. Come on. Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. Ooh.
Ponyville qualifies!
Yes! Ugh, with like a millisecond to spare. Bummer. It'd be good. That's nice. Way to go, Team Ponyville! Yes! Oh, that was nice. Bye! Yeah!
Equestria Games, here we come!
Yes! Ah, it's Derpy again.
I can't deny it. I love to win. But if I ever gotta choose between winning and being loyal to my friends, I'm always gonna choose my friends.
Yes!
Cause as much as I love winning, I love them way more.
Yes! Ooh! Yes!
Today, Littlest Pet Shop is
See?
all
Ugh, I don't care about that show. No, I'm just kidding. I think I will watch that show at some point and stuff like that. It might actually be not half bad, so we'll see.
Okay.
Littlest Pet Shop.
No new promo, but oh, that's okay.
8:30 Pacific, making family fun.
That was awesome. Ooh! All right. Come on, go off. There we go. Yes! Yes, this was an awesome episode, but I'm gonna get this out of the way first. It's like, I was right. Yes, it's like I'm pretty sure I'm right. I could still be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that I was right about the rainbow shimmer thing and everything, as I discussed in my video on the on Rarity Takes Manhattan and the 6 Keys quest. Because yeah, I mean, again, it's like I think. Yeah, this is like, I'll comment briefly on this. Maybe I don't know if I'll make a second. I think I'll make a second. Maybe I'll make a second follow-up video on that. I don't know. But anyway, in short, it's like, yes, it's like, you know, the next key has been found after she's taught Spitfire a lesson about loyalty and stuff like that, and that winning isn't everything. It's like, I figured it was going to be the medal that was going to be the shimmer thing, but no, it's the no, it was the Wonderbolt thing, which I think might be very appropriate. I think maybe I'll have to think about that a little bit more and comment on that later. But yes, it's like. But yeah, this is definitely Rainbow Dash's Rarity Takes Manhattan and everything like that. That's cool. So that's cool. I like that. Yeah, there was definitely some interesting character stuff here, and I must admit, Derpy. Derpy was here, and B, her eyes aren't fixed, and she doesn't actually, I don't think she actually had any lines, but she's effectively, you know, in center stage and stuff like that. Normally she's just in the background, but no, she's basically in the foreground now, and her eyes aren't fixed. I must admit, I am not really familiar with that whole thing that I believe it was around, I think it was in one of the season 2 episodes where they fixed her eyes, because at the beginning it was just a glitch that her eyes are like all weird and everything like that, and then eventually they got a lot of complaints from like parents or something, and then they went and they fixed them, but they decided to reverse that and not fix them and put them back the way that they were, which is kind of weird. Which is surprising, but cool nonetheless. I like that. Again, they're clearly trying to do quote-unquote fan service during this season and doing things that the bronies in a way have wanted and stuff like that. So, I don't know how to interpret that. I mean, that's pretty bad. I like that. That was cool. Again, she didn't have any lines and stuff like that, but that was cool. That I definitely like this one. This is a good episode. This is a very good episode because it's got some very interesting character, some interesting character things for Rainbow Dash, and some tough choices for her. It's like, my gosh, I mean, I wasn't expecting her to do that, to basically not decide. You know, it's basically to not pick either team. That was predictable yet unexpected. I mean, I would have figured she would have had to pick one or the other and stuff like that, but no, that was actually a pretty clever way of doing that. That was good. I like that. Oh, I so want to comment on Babylon 5 about this, because all I'm going to say is Babylon 5 had a similar thing with this. But I don't want to spoil it for you, for those who haven't seen the series. I really love Babylon 5, the sci-fi series. That show has a lot in common with this show in a way. It's about characters. It's not about CGI special effects. It's about characters. You take away all the CG animation in that show, and it would still be a show worth watching and all that stuff. But all I'm going to say is, so if you haven't seen it, go check it out sometime. You might like it. So I'm not going to spoil it for you for those people who haven't seen Babylon 5. It's been a while. And stuff like that. But all I'm gonna say is there is a conflict at some point where several of the major characters have to basically choose between two sides, and they decide that the correct thing to do is to not decide, to not pick one of these sides and stuff like that. So that was an interesting thing for Rainbow Dash to do that. She basically doesn't decide. She doesn't pick. She tries to, in a way, avoid the problem and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, in a way, I like and dislike that. I mean, that was a clever thing to do, and I kind of liked that decision. But yeah, I mean, there were a lot of surprising things in this episode. Yeah, like Soren, I think that's his name. If it's not, I'm sorry. Yeah, that was like, oh, look at Soren, when in the hospital room and stuff like that. And it's like, he's gonna be okay by the time the competition, but they basically want to replace him with Rainbow Dash. Oh dear. Yeah. So, oh dear. So, definitely casting the Wonderbolts in not a too positive light, in all honesty. Because, yeah, I mean, in Wonderbolt Academy, they basically show that, it's win at all. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's an overall theme with the Wonderbolts, it appears to be, to win at all costs and everything like that. Again, which is, yeah, I mean, yeah. Okay, I'm going to try to not ramble on and shift topics like this. But, yeah, I mean, sadly, that is true in a lot of these professional teams and stuff. Like, winning is everything, because winning isn't just simply for bragging rights. Obviously in the real world, it's obviously contracts and all this other stuff. That winning is a big deal. It matters to them who wins the game at the end. It's not just simply, it's not the difference between, it's more to the fans, it's just win-loss statistics, but to them it could have real consequences one way or the other and stuff like that, financially or whatever, or even in some cases, do they get to keep their job or not, I guess. I mean, I'm not familiar with professional sports and all these kind of things and stuff like that, but yeah, I would imagine that those things come into play for these professional teams and stuff like that. So in a way, it makes sense for them to be all like, we must win at all costs. It's our job. It's what we do. Yeah, it's their job to win at all costs, in a way, to avoid. Yeah, so. But yeah, I mean. But yeah, obviously, again, but the thing that's good about them is that they're clearly learning. I mean, that was again surprising that, yeah, she learns that Spitfire has to learn from Rainbow Dash, which, when you think about it, is a little odd, considering that Spitfire, I think in theory, is a little bit older than Rainbow Dash. In theory, I mean, she is the captain of the Wonderbolts and all that stuff, so it seems odd for her to have to learn from Rainbow Dash. But still, that's cool. I mean, obviously, we have to learn things from people we would never think that we would have to learn from and stuff like that, and that's cool in itself. But yeah, I mean, I definitely like this one a lot. It's very well written. Again, I liked Twilight in this one. Twilight was being quote unquote classic Celestia. She was definitely being what Celestia would do. Celestia would basically, I mean, this is what I like about Celestia, that she doesn't just simply go in and say you should do this, or and stuff like that. She points out the conflict. She tells Rainbow Dash Twilight tells Rainbow Dash what the consequences of her not flying the Wonderbolts would be to her friends and stuff, and simply says, you have to make up this choice on your own. I can't make it for you and stuff like that, and simply walks away and stuff like that. And that's, when you want to be a leader, and, as I've said in my Celestia video, I look at her as being quote unquote Celestia being the surrogate parent to Twilight and all the other main six, and in a way that's what Twilight's doing. That's her role now. She's here to, in a way, more be the parent to all the other main six and to guide them and to help them make these choices, but to do so by encouraging them to figure out these things on their own instead of simply coming to Twilight and trying to get the answer, and just simply, this is what I think you should do, Rainbow Dash. It's like, no, these are the consequences, and the decision's up to you, Rainbow Dash, and stuff like that. I like that. I support that. That's cool. I like that. Yeah, Twilight is so... She's so, she's obviously not fooled by Rainbow Dash. I mean, obviously she sees right through what Rainbow Dash is trying to do. But again, doesn't expose her. She doesn't expose her. She could just say to Rainbow Dash, it's like, again, it's like, Rainbow Dash is like, it's like, well, I guess we're gonna have you looked at by medical people who can figure out what's wrong with you. It's like, you realize, like almost saying like, Rainbow Dash, you realize that you're not gonna be able to keep this up for much longer. You realize that that everyone's gonna find out that you're not actually hurt and stuff like that. But still, I liked that. That was cool. I liked that a lot. I mean, there was a lot of cool things in this episode, and I do like its lesson, and everything like that. I mean, obviously to be loyal to your friends over the... Yeah, it's nice to win. It's great to win sometimes, but you know what? You got. I mean, that was the other thing. It wasn't just simply, you got to be loyal to your teams. Like she's loyal to the Ponyville team because not only this is where she lives, but these are where her friends are. These are her friends, and she doesn't want to let them down. That's the reason. If these were complete strangers, in a way, I mean, I guess in theory, if these were complete strangers that she didn't care about, in theory, I mean, she'd probably still be loyal to that team, but that was probably the tipping point. That was the tipping point. That was the point where she knows what she has to do. That these are my friends. I can't abandon them, and stuff like that. That I'm sure that was a tipping point for Rainbow Dash. And again, as I said, Rainbow Dash, she has this struggle with quote unquote her old self and quote unquote her new self in a way that. And again, the good news is the new self, where she's more loyal and more thoughtful about people's and Pony's feelings and stuff like that. That side usually prevails in the end. So that's cool. That's cool. I love that. I love to see characters with these kinds of struggles and in the end prevailing. But she's totally in character in this episode. I mean, at first, again, she seems like she's slipping back a little bit, but I think they did that very well. They didn't. I mean, sometimes when they do that, they go completely over the top, kind of like in Sonic Rainbow. She goes from being this brave, heroic pony to, well, cowering in a corner, like, and, again, she doesn't go anywhere near this in that case. In fact, that's not the state that she's in. It's like, well, if you want, yeah, I'm awesome, and if you feel the need to comment on it, just go ahead. That's old Rainbow Dash. And, again, that's still part of Rainbow Dash's character, but that's definitely more of her old character. Her new self resists saying those things sometimes, but clearly in this case she doesn't. That's okay. That's fine. But again, the newer, better self prevails in the end, which is what I like, and that's cool. It's cool. I mean, she's loyal to her friends and not to winning and stuff like that. And again, this was a replay of, Friendship is Magic Part 2, where she faced the same exact struggle, and she made that decision very quickly. Well, because of time constraints and everything. But yeah, it's like she's obviously, in that case, she was on a mission to, and stuff like that, to save Equestria with her friends and all that stuff. And, again, she ultimately decides to stay with her friends because she's loyal to her friends and stuff like that. That, her friends are way more important to her than her own heart's desire. And that's cool. That's cool. And I must admit, when I think about this, in a way, My alternate destiny for Rainbow Dash may not be so far-fetched anymore, because it seems to be she's moving away from the Wonderbolts, because she flat says that the more she learns about the that, you know, it's a team that she doesn't want to be a part of anymore, because she's seeing what they really are. I mean, it's the old classic putting your hero on a pedestal thing. You think these people are so awesome and they're incredible and they're cool, but then when you actually meet them and learn more about them, you realize they're not as cool as you thought they were, or ooh, there's something more to them. But yeah, unfortunately, the Wonderbolts, again, are simply win at all costs and stuff like that, because that's their job. That's what they're all about and stuff like that. So in a way, it makes sense for them to do that and everything. So, and that's not what Rainbow Dash wants. She wants to win. She doesn't want to win that way. She doesn't want to win at all costs. She wants to win with her friends and stuff like that. And she's loyal to her friends and stuff like that. That her friends are way more important to her than winning and stuff like that. And that's cool. Way to go, Rainbow Dash! Yes. I was thinking, please don't dislike me for being so hard on Rainbow Dash. Sometimes I think I've seen some of my dislikes on some of my videos, and sometimes I think it's because I'm hard on Rainbow Dash. I don't think that's really true, but at the same time, I think it is to a point. Sorry, but again, I like her. She's cool. She's cool. Yeah, she's really cool. I like her. Because again, she has this struggle, and she'll always struggle with it, but she will prevail in the end, which is cool. I like that. You know, this is a really good episode. I think it, in a way, was kind of subtle in a way, to a point. You know, it wasn't. I think this was a really good episode. Its writing in a way was quote unquote subtle, which is good. You know, it's easy to be heavy-handed, but I think they did this very, very, very well, and I like it. And I must admit, again, I can't help but think that. I was right. Again, I could still be wrong, but I'd like to think that, yeah, this in a way, once is an anomaly, twice is a pattern. Star Wars clone. No, wait. Darn, I forgot it. Was it Clone Commandos? No. Oh, darn it! I forgot the name of the game. Was it Oh, darn it! The Star Wars Clone Wars Commando game or whatever. But that quote was probably, you know, once is an anomaly, twice is a pattern. Darn it! That was one of my favorite games too. I liked it. I forgot it. Darn. But anyway, yeah, that was cool. I think that confirms a lot of my previous video on this. So that's cool. So I think this video is going to be quite long. Again, I want to resist that, and I must admit, a lot of things that were very surprising about my last video that I think I'm going to comment on briefly here. So I guess that's the end of my review part of this video. Wow, I didn't realize I was going to be airing the show for people who've never seen it before. I almost feel bad for talking over the video now. Yeah, so it's like, I mean, last time I got this one out really quickly, the last video out really quickly. I mean, fingers crossed it'll happen again, unless there's a big crisis, as they say in Babylon 5, which sometimes there are. But anyway, yeah, I mean, that's cool. I mean, it's intimidating and a little scary, I must admit at first, because it's like, that's cool. I mean, it is part of my dastardly plan to get these videos out first, so that, you know, I'll be at the top of the search thing and stuff like that. But yeah, I didn't anticipate that the people who've never seen the episode before are going to watch my reaction video to it. That's cool. I mean, that's intimidating and cool at the same time. And I hope that you do get to see the episode, because I love this show. I probably will be making a video on the Hasbro paradox and stuff like that. How Hasbro. It's interesting, again, with this episode, it appears that Hasbro is clearly, I don't know if Hasbro was the force behind the whole Derpy thing, but yeah, I mean, I think they're doing fan service here, so maybe Hasbro is changing their opinion on this, so we'll see. But yeah, I mean, it's tough, they're in a difficult position. But yeah, I mean, some people air the show simply because they want other people to see it because it's so awesome. And this is definitely one of those episodes I hope that a lot of people get to see, because it's really cool. It's got some good lessons in it that I think a lot of people could learn. This is actually a very good conflict. I mean, this is actually a reasonable, almost in a way, real-world conflict that people will have to, in a way, you know, deciding between your friends and, you know, your own heart's desire, or winning and stuff. Because, yeah, definitely a thing with our culture now is, yeah, winning is all important. And you know what? There are more things in life. There are bigger things in life than simply winning, you know, and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, again, I hope that people who do want to get to see the show because it's awesome. I love it. Yes, this is way to go on this one. This was a great episode, and I really enjoy it. And I'm losing my mind, and I'm rambling on, and this video is getting long and stuff like that. So I guess one last thing I guess I'll say that I'm gonna say, I promise, is that do you like this format, or would you like me to simply edit out the commercials entirely and just simply I'll just sit during the commercials and just do, you know, and not say anything during the commercials. I actually kind of like it. I like it, you know, and stuff like that. I like doing that because it's interesting to comment, you know, get 3 minutes to comment on what's happened so far. I like that. I enjoy that. I think that's cool and stuff like that. But if you don't like it, if you'd rather just cut to the end of the commercial and stuff like that, then maybe I'll do that. I must admit, I hate editing. It's one more thing to do, and it's one more risk of breaking the sync between the show audio and my audio and everything. It's like, oh, I hate editing. But, you know, it's like, if you really want me to do that, I can try that, you know, and stuff like that. Yeah, so I like your thoughts on that. And, well, I guess that's it again. This video is getting really long. I don't want it to be long. I don't want these to be really long. I mean, I enjoy talking about it, and I could probably keep going on this one because there's a lot to think about and stuff. And again, it's like, I think I want to say, in a way, in conclusion, thank you, Hasbro/DHX, for, you know, including Derpy and not fixing her eyes, and clearly, I think, in a way, reversing some of your previous decisions and showing that you do care. And I know you care. I know that you care about us, and you care about what we think and what we feel and stuff like that. So I say to you, thank you. And thank you for working so hard on the show and making it so awesome. This is why we do all of this, you know, from the almost speaking from the analyst community and the comracting community, the common, everybody. It's like, this is why we do this. We love the show because it's so awesome, and it's got so many good, cool things to talk about, from the values, the animation, the music. It's cool, and we love it, and I thank you for working so hard on it and making it so awesome. Yo! Okay, so now I'm definitely gonna end this comrack video here before it comes to be an hour long. I don't want to do that. I'm sorry if I ramble on too much and stuff like that. But anyway, enough of that. So I hope you've enjoyed this comrack video. I've certainly enjoyed making it, and I've enjoyed this episode a great deal. So anyway, this is Blue Star. Stay strong and pony on. Blue Star out.